Welcome to KetoMealsAndRecipes.com. Today's featured recipe is Keto Teriyaki Chicken. You will love the taste of this Japanese favorite, a recipe that is very easy and quick to make. The macronutrient ratio for this recipe is 2.6 to 1, with 2 grams of total and net carbs because there's no dietary fiber. The 3 ingredients you'll need for this recipe are 4 chicken thighs with bone in and skin on, my keto teriyaki glaze with the sesame seeds, and 1 tablespoon of grapeseed oil. If you haven't made the teriyaki sauce or you've run out, please make that first. The link to this recipe video will be provided in the description below. For this Japanese teriyaki chicken recipe, I prefer to use the thigh because the meat is the most flavorful and what the traditional recipe suggests. In most of the grocery stores I shop at, the chicken thigh meat usually has a bone in it and has to be removed. But don't worry, to debone the chicken is very easy. Begin by taking the thigh and locating the thicker bone, lay the skin side down, and using a very sharp knife, make a diagonal cut towards and under the bone. Then just lift the bone and cut whatever is still keeping the bone attached. Also trim off any extra skin and fat that's hanging past the meat section. Sometimes I find that there's a bit of joint bone left when I remove the main bone. Because I like to use as much of the ingredients as possible in recipes, whether they're meat or vegetable. So I'm placing the large bones and bigger chunks of chicken skin and fat into this container so that I can freeze it until I decide to make either chicken soup or bone broth. If you think this is too much trouble, you could get your butcher to debone the thighs for you. But at my grocery store, the average price of bone-in versus bone-removed thigh is more than double. And since it's so easy to remove the bone, I prefer to do it myself because it's much less expensive. Next, I preheat my dry wok. But if you don't have a wok, just use the skillet. When your wok or skillet is hot, then add the oil to season the wok or pan. Next, add the teriyaki glaze and place the chicken thigh, skin side down, into your pan. But do not crowd the meat because you want nice crispy skin. Fry your chicken thighs until the skin side has a nice dark golden and crispy skin. Then using your tongs, put the meat side down until it too is well done. But if your pot was small and you're doing this in 2 batches, do a second batch in the same way. When your chicken thighs are done, remove them from the heat and let the meat rest for at least 10 minutes before you cut them lengthwise. I cut my finished chicken thighs into 1/2 inch or 1.5 centimeter thick strips. In less than 10 minutes, while the chicken is resting, you can make a side dish such as my ginger garlic bok choy or my 5-minute fried cauli rice. Both are excellent side dishes for the teriyaki chicken. For this evening, I'm serving the teriyaki chicken with the ginger garlic bok choy. Yes, I know bok choy is a Chinese side dish and teriyaki chicken is a Japanese dish, but I'm being creative because I just like these 2 recipes a lot. I will, however, make some Japanese vegetable side dishes in the very near future. Until then, I hope you try this recipe. Enjoy. Thank you for watching and see you next time. The link to the teriyaki chicken written recipe as well as the side dishes mentioned will be provided in the description below.